the Chevrolet Camaro Z/28. A deep dive into a racing icon. Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most legendary muscle cars of all time, the Chevrolet Camaro Z/28. This car was more than just a competitor to the Ford Mustang. It was a technological marvel that redefined what a pony car could be, especially on the racetrack. We'll explore its origins, the unique engineering that made it a legend, and the surprising details behind its most famous engine. The birth of the Z/28. The story of the Camaro Z/28 begins in 1966, when Chevrolet was developing its answer to the incredibly popular Ford Mustang. While the standard Camaro was released in 1967, a special high-performance version was already in the works. This model was officially designated the Z/28, a code name that was initially meant to be a secret. This wasn't a standard production car. It was designed specifically to meet the rules of the SCCA Sports Car Club of America Trans-Am Racing Series, which required that all participating cars have a production-based engine no larger than 5.0 liters or 305 cubic inches. This rule was the driving force behind the Z/28's most unique feature. The heart of the beast, the 302 V8. To meet the Trans-Am regulations, Chevrolet's engineers created a special engine for the Z/28. They took the block from a 327 cubic inch Fun 8 and combined it with the crankshaft from a 283 cubic inch V8. This clever combination resulted in a short-stroke engine with a displacement of 302 cubic inches, perfectly within the 5.0-liter limit. But the innovation didn't stop there. Official versus real horsepower. The Z28's 302 engine was officially rated by Chevrolet at 290 horsepower. This was a famous understatement. In reality, these engines often produced 350 to 400 horsepower, a number that made them extremely competitive on the track. High-revving design. Because of its short-stroke design, the 302 V8 could rev to incredibly high RPMs, often over 7,000 RPMs, without damaging the engine. This allowed drivers to stay in a lower gear longer and accelerate out of corners faster, a huge advantage in road racing. Unique heads. The engine featured special cylinder heads with larger valves and a more aggressive camshaft, giving it exceptional airflow and performance. The Hemi Head 302, an unofficial legend. Now let's talk about a detail that automotive historians and gearheads love to debate: the Hemi Head 302. This wasn't a factory-produced engine. It was an experimental, clandestine project developed by the legendary mechanic Smokey Yunick for Chevrolet. The Hemi Heads were a nickname for a unique cylinder head design that featured semi-hemispherical combustion chambers, similar in concept to the Chrysler Hemi engine, but different in execution. These porcupine heads, as they were sometimes called, were designed to dramatically improve airflow and performance. The engine was rumored to produce well over 500 horsepower and was meant to give Chevrolet a decisive edge over Ford's Boss 302. However, due to corporate politics and fear of antitrust lawsuits, GM never officially supported this engine. A Z/28 equipped with this engine was allegedly run at a race but was disqualified for breaking rules related to its chassis. The Hemi Head 302 remains one of the greatest what-ifs in muscle car history, a powerful symbol of an era when innovation was pushed to its absolute limit. Why the Z/28 is a timeless legend. The 1967 to 1969 Camaro Z/28 models are so unique because they represent a different kind of performance. They weren't just about straight-line speed. They were about handling, agility, and precision engineering. They were a street car built for the track, and their legacy continues to inspire modern sports cars today. So the next time you see a classic Z28, remember that you're not just looking at a beautiful car. You're looking at a piece of racing history, a car born from competition and a desire to be the best.